So what's wrong with Congress then, Congressman? I mean, why can't you actually move the needle on securing the border? I understand you need a willing partner on the other side, and you haven't had that.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here. And what's wrong with Congress? Why can't you secure the border? Seems like a great question, don't you think?
Frustrating to see all of these illegals coming in and the drugs flowing in, and really no movement.
The problem is the Republicans, not the Democrats. We know how the Democrats are going to vote. It's too many of my Republican colleagues are unwilling to vote to secure the border.
In a Fox News interview with Maria Bartiromo, Representative Keith Self acknowledged that it's the Republicans, not the Democrats, who are primarily responsible for the lack of progress on securing the border.
The problem is the Republicans, not the Democrats.
This admission is significant because it's contrary to what jackaloons like Lauren Boebert and Marge the Trainwreck Green have been spewing nonstop. He pointed out that within the Republican Party, there's an outright refusal among GOP representatives to vote for measures aimed at securing the border. All they have been doing is kicking up a stink without any intention of doing the right thing. Representative Self also noted that it's easier to predict how Democrats will vote on border security issues. The blame lies squarely on the shoulders of these GOP legislators. While jackaloons like Lauren Boebert is suggesting that we put alligators and electric fences on the border, other GOP morons have fanned the flames of racism and xenophobia.
I know a ton of white people that are as lazy and sorry and probably worse than black people I know.
They are the problem. They won't vote for a solution because their orange lord and savior told them not to. Building on Representative Self's guilt admission, Senator Chuck Schumer weighed in on the border debate.
So, to my Republican colleagues, you wanted this border bill. Today we vote on this border bill, and it's time to show you're serious about solving the problem. The bill we are bringing up was designed to solve the problem. And Republicans and Democrats labored together in good faith to get that done, and it would have gotten done had Donald Trump not said, I don't want this done, blame it on me, I want chaos at the border so I can win re-election. That is not what the American people want.
Schumer pointedly addressed a bipartisan border security bill that was filibustered by Republicans 3 months ago. He highlighted the bipartisan nature of the proposed bill, which garnered support from both Democrats and Republicans. However, its failure underscored the influence of Trump-aligned Republicans who prioritize political agendas over practical solutions. The proposed bill aimed to hire additional border agents, reform asylum laws, and allocate funds to combat the influx of dangerous substances like fentanyl. But let's put the blame where it belongs. It's Donald Trump and his sellouts who are perpetuating the crisis, not Democrats.
The Republican Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, has already said that the Senate bill would be dead on arrival in the House of Representatives without reading a single word of the bill. Speaker Johnson said he conferred with Donald Trump, who does not want the bill to be passed because Donald Trump doesn't want President Biden to get any credit for strengthening border security.
They're just out and out saying, we're going to let fentanyl keep flooding across the border, killing Americans, even though we could stop it. We're going to let illegal immigrants keep flooding across the border.
Where are the Republicans? Don't they have to go back to their people and say, I know you love Trump, but here's what I believe.
Trump has criticized the bipartisan border bill, labeling it as horrendous and asserting that only fools or radical left Democrats would support it. His boisterous opposition of the bill influenced other Republican leaders to stand against it, all while blaming their actions on Democrats. What a pathetic group of morons. Trump objected to the provision in the bill that would grant shutdown authority only after a certain threshold of daily encounters at the border, which he deemed unacceptable. Trump's opposition to the bill sabotaged what could have been significant reforms to improve border security. Trump's actions expose his strategy aimed at extending the border crisis for personal gain.
Biden's already giving work permits to 2.5 million illegal aliens. I don't know if you know that. They don't cover it. We have a new category of crime in our country. It's called migrant crime, and it's taking over America. You know, in New York, what's happening with crime is it's through the roof. And it's called migrant. I call it a new category. I just came up with that name, but I think it's appropriate. It's a new category of crime where they go and they beat up police officers. You've seen that. They go and they stab people, hurt people, shoot people. It's a whole new form, and they have gangs now that are making our games look like small potatoes, okay? because Joe Biden allowed this to happen, we will call it from now on Biden migrant crime, okay? It's migrant crime. We'll call it, I got it, migrant. Let's call it migrant. Biden crime. Oh, that's good. That's smart.
Trump's claims about a migrant crime wave have been met with resistance. Evidence suggests that crime rates in areas with high migrant populations have not increased significantly, challenging Trump's narrative. His opposition to the border bill reveals a strategy of perpetuating chaos and dissatisfaction instead of solving problems. And if anyone believes that Republicans will do anything to make the crisis better if he gets elected, they are a damn fool. What? All of a sudden, we're supposed to believe that this group of do-nothings will all of a sudden start working in the interests of the country? Fat chance. It's critical to listen to voices like Senator Chuck Schumer, who highlights the truth about the border crisis and the obstructionist tactics employed by Trump and his GOP allies. Despite speaking out against Trump's influence like Representative Self, many Republicans still throw their support behind his candidacy for president, despite his extensive list of criminal activities. Listening to voices like Chuck Schumer's, who advocate for bipartisan cooperation and genuine solutions, is crucial in navigating complex issues like border security. By choosing fact over fiction, we can work towards solutions. If Donald Trump and his sellouts have their way, we will no longer be a beacon of hope for the huddled masses, but a cesspool of racism and xenophobia. They are the problem. This election cycle is a choice between good and evil, folks, about choosing between right and wrong, and about the future of our democracy, and you've got to pick a side. And that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.